A very, very funny comedian. His name is Zahn, and he's coming to the stage now. I'm just gonna stand right here. So you can see. We're not using mic stands still. That was right in my ear too. Y'all think that hurt? Well, now that I'm deaf. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Woo-hoo. Any single ladies? Any? No? Alright. But Valentine's Day is always rough for me because, you know, I never have any reason to celebrate it. But I find that any type of dating is rough. Especially when your girlfriend makes you go like to a movie that you have no interest in seeing. For example, this past summer I went to see the latest Pirates of the Caribbean movie. What is it, like the fourth one or something like that? I'd never seen any of the first three, but you know, my girlfriend at the time made me go. So for me, seeing that movie was as useless as like Jerry Sandusky picking up his kids from daycare or something. Or I should say his grandkids. Or not, yeah. Talk about the joke that didn't work. All right. But I'll tell you a little bit about myself. One of the things I like to do outside of comedy is playing bingo. Anybody like playing bingo? We got a couple people. No, it's fun though, because you know the crowd that hangs out in bingo halls. It's the like 70 to 80-year-old women. You know the ones. But it's kind of funny when you get in there when you're a young guy like I am, and you start winning and you start taking their pill money from them. Because you know old people get some good pills. I don't do pills myself, but I know what they get. But anyway, they get all pissed when you start winning. Smoke starts shooting out of their tracheotomies and shit. It's like, because you know the old ladies that hang out in bingo halls, it's all a cloud of smoke above them and shit. A bingo hall is the only place where I've ever heard a group of old women at the same time yell explicive language. You know, you don't hear it that often, so I found it kind of weird. But, you know, they start chasing you around with their walkers and shit. It's like jabbing at you. A few of them are taking the tennis balls off the bottom of them and start throwing them at you. I think some of them might have been like fast pitch softball players when they were younger. So you had tennis balls coming by and like, what the fuck was that? Yeah, I don't really have an ending for that. Going back to talking about myself a little bit. I'm such a good person. I work in a drive-through window. Yay me. But you know, with somebody my size, once you go fat, employers will not attract. So I kind of gotta take what I can get, folks. But it's kind of funny. Before I started working in a drive-thru window, I thought the only thing that could be bigger than me is like the Goodyear blimp wearing Wranglers or something. But I'm just saying this because I think it's kind of bad when you have to open your car door to expand to get to your wallet. That should probably tell you you need to lay off fast food once or twice a day. And I know what you're thinking. No, I do not live on fast food. I don't know what the fuck. But usually in my drive-through line, I kind of keep the drive-through moving. I'm a pretty fast-paced person. But one day the drive-through got slowed down a whole lot. Turns out they were shooting a Ford Taurus commercial in my drive-through. If any of y'all were paying attention during David Wingfield's set, you would know what I was talking about right there. But apparently nobody was paying attention. Well, let's see. I do like food, though. As a matter of fact, sometimes I let my love for food get the best of me. I'll give you an example. I was at Olive Garden a few months ago, and is it that funny? I haven't even gotten to the point punchline yet. Yes, Olive Garden is hilarious because they play that shitty Italian music. Salty salads. Well, if you pay attention to what I'm about to say, you might rethink that. But, yeah, moving on. No, I was in there a few months ago, and you know how the waiters bring over the cheese graters to your table and grate the cheese on your food? Yeah, I like cheese, but I let my love for it get the best of me on this night. I'll give you a visual example. Nobody's going to want to see this, but I don't care. I'm arched back in my seat like this. The waiter's grating cheese on my food. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, you people laugh. The manager came over and told me I had to leave. Apparently there was a white stain on the floor. I was like, hey man, that ain't me, that's Alfredo sauce. I'm eating chicken Alfredo, asshole. But my point is, never start moaning when you're eating food. But you know the Olive Garden slogan, when you hear your family? Does that make it like my long-lost cousin that speaks broken English is pleasuring me through my stomach? That's a weird form of incest, folks. But anyway, that's my time. I'm Steve Zahn. Thank you very much.
Make some fucking noise for Steve Zahn, everybody! Coming to the stage next. We have a very funny comedian, Brian Gartland, everyone. Everyone put your hands together for Brian Gartland. Thanks a lot. Hey everyone, how are you? Delightful, good talk. Whitney Houston died the other day. I know. And it just goes to show you that unless it's a baseball movie, Kevin Costner can't do shit. A lot of people wouldn't have told that joke, but it's my prerogative. I thought that was fun. Let's talk about mushrooms. Let's pretend I didn't say that first part. I forgot my awesome setup. Alright, so I'm trying to quit smoking. Not really, but there are certain people that whenever I'm smoking around them, I'm like, oh, it's so hard. I don't want to do this anymore. But I had to start smoking cigarettes just to make things easier when people asked me if I smoke, so I didn't have to ask cigarettes and I could just say yeah. When you start doing more things, it opens up your whole vocabulary to things. Like you're at a restaurant, people are like, I don't like mushrooms. You're like, well, you just gotta smoke some weed when you're coming down and not be around too many crazy people. Oh, in your pasta. Me either. Now let's talk about mushrooms. Alright, we're back on track. The crazy ones that make you go crazy. You know what the best part of them is? Doing them at the zoo. I don't know if you've ever thought about doing mushrooms at the zoo. It's fucking awesome. Because the thing about mushrooms is, it kind of turns you into an 8-year-old with all of the life experience and knowledge that you have, but the wonder and majesty of not knowing what any of these things actually are. So when you're tripping really hard at the zoo, you wind up staring at the zebras for like a half an hour and just mumbling to yourself, fucking hipster horses. I think they're so fucking cool. You're just wearing fancy pants, zebra. You ain't fooling nobody. But while I was at the zoo tripping on my shrooms, I saw the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I was staring at the flamingos, which are really, really pink. I don't know if you guys know that, but they're super pink. It's because they eat shrimp. It's an interesting fact. But I'm staring at the flamingos, standing in their weird, stuck-up way. It was mostly me just feeling that the animals all thought they were better than me. But, fucking hipster birds, fucking hipster horses, fucking hipsters. They were there too. It's a fucking zoo. Anyone can come. Anyway, I'm staring at the flamingos, and I hear weeping. Just like a young child. Nothing is ever going to be right with the world. My entire body is crying as hard as I possibly can, weeping. And I look to the source of the crying, and there's a boy, no older than 6 or 7, on a scooter, a razor scooter, wearing a helmet, And I can see his parents looking after him as he's scooting away, going like, "Where are you going?" And he is scooting at a good clip, going through the zoo, bawling his eyes out, just weeping. And I don't care if you guys don't laugh, because it's still funny to me. That child was so upset that I was having such a good day tripping at the zoo. That stupid little fucking kid. He was at the zoo. What does he have a problem with? Anyway, my body is America. My naked body was the United States of America. Long ago it was smaller. I'd like to preface the rest of this joke by saying that my hair is white people. Because when America first started out, it was a pretty big place, but the white people were all confined to one little area around the edge. And then as the years started growing, America grew as well. But the white people didn't stay up there. They moved everywhere. And it started slow. They crept down the Ohio Valley. And they got to, like, you know, the Mississippi and stopped for a while. And then all of a sudden, a couple of decades in, it's like 1840, and I take off my shirt at the beach, and I'm like, when the fuck was Utah settled? Hair everywhere. And they don't stop. I don't know if you know this, but white people are still everywhere. And I don't mean to separate it. It's all kinds. It's America. I have brown hairs and black hairs and blonde hairs and red hairs, thick and drunk and beating their children like my ancestors did. Irish. Let's beat you over the head with the joke. No one wants you to get it. Let's jump around. Here's my apartheid joke. There's nothing funny about apartheid, but that silent H in the middle is kind of silly. Right? Eli Manning just won the Super Bowl MVP award. He is a quarterback of the New York Giants. I'm a big Giants fan, and a lot of people make fun of Eli Manning. They say he's dumb looking, that he's got a little bit of a stupid kind of face. Some even say that he's a little challenged looking. And to those people I say, hey, Helen Keller was retarded, and she wrote that whole book about hiding from the Nazis in her attic. So shut the fuck up, Tom Brady. Thank you, America.
Good shit. That's a Giants fan. Coming to the stage next is a very funny guy. We got Jaye Toler coming up, everybody. Everybody make some noise for Jaye Toler. Good joke.
Okay, what's up, Cafe Diem? Alright, I'm gonna start off talking about women. I had this girl ask me to come over and fuck her with Timberland boots on. And I thought that was, I can't get this mic on my, I thought it was sexy. I'm thinking of all the porno shit that I'm about to do. You know, I come home, I put on my boots, my jeans, my white beater, my hoodie, trying to look thuggish. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck her on the edge of the bed, on the wall, in the air, on the table. I get there, she's naked, except that bitch had on Timbs. I was like, that's not sexy, looking like Mr. Marcus. He's a porn actor for those of you that didn't get it. Whatever. We'll talk about, I'm single, I had a wife, then she went back to her husband. I was just playing, that was a joke. We still kick it. I'm gonna look at my phone from now and again so I can get my next joke. My bad. Oh, I say bitch and hoe a lot. And I'll say that because my grandmother taught me how to curse. Like, I remember coming home from a fight. I was like 10. And I'm crying. And my girl was like, baby, what's wrong? Did you win the fight? I was like, well, yeah, grandma, I won. I'm just emotional. That's why she's like, as long as you won. We didn't raise no pussy niggas. Like, grandma. It was, my mom and my grandma raised me. Like, I knew my dad. Shut up, white people. But my mom and dad raised me. I mean, I fucked that up. But mom and grandma, you heard what I said. Yeah. So, she taught me how to fight. Like, that's why she asked. Like, she taught me how to fight. Like, before school, we'd wake up. She'd change her diaper. We'd go downstairs, and we'd box. We'd spar. You know, I put in my mouth guard. She'd put in her teeth. And And we didn't have boxing gloves, so we wrapped her diapers around our fists. I like that joke. A few of y'all laughed. That shit was funnier than that. To me. I made a bunch of Whitney Houston jokes. I ain't gonna tell him because he spoiled it because he told, hey, I got this Power Ranger joke. I want to fuck the yellow Power Ranger and the pink one. There's a white Chinese girl. Like, I want to fuck them at the same time, right? And I want to call the show Mighty Morphin Power Bangers. Like, I thought that was cool. I don't know if y'all noticing me leaning more and more because this mic stand is dropping. Did you notice that? Like, I don't know. Put a lock on this joint. That's cool. I got t-shirt ideas for like people who died, celebrities. I think it'd be cool. Like when Joe Frazier passed, I thought we should have a t-shirt be like from live boxing to pine boxing. I thought that was funny too. I am saying, I had this girl, during Father's Day last year, she was gonna ask me, if I were pregnant, what could I get you as a father-to-be Father's Day gift? And I was like, oh, I don't want nothing big. Just give me like a card and write something nice and sweet. Some to the point. I said, hey honey, I just want to let you know you are not the father. Something I wanted to hear. I thought that would have been cool. I hit a dumb girl. Like, I went on this date, and she was like, tell me something that you don't really tell on the first date. And I was like, well, I got sickle cell trait. And she started crying. She's like, oh my God, how long do you have? I was like, no, bitch, I got trait. Not sickle cell anemia. She's like, do you take medicine to keep it from becoming? I'm like, you know what? Yes, I take Tylenol. I also hate a girl that can't cook. Any of y'all out there can't cook? I fucking hate you. Like, this girl, like, she's gonna try to make macaroni and cheese from scratch. And she makes it, and when it comes out, it has like all holes through all the macaroni. And she gonna tell me, oh, this is Swiss macaroni and cheese. I'm like, bitch, that's not funny. Like, but then, so from that day, I never let her go in my kitchen. Then one day, said she wanna make popcorn. And I'm like, hell no, I got it. She's like, nigga, it's popcorn. How can I fuck up popcorn? I'm like, I don't know, but I don't want you in my kitchen. Long story short, she put the popcorn in the microwave. 4 minutes go by, I don't hear one pop, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And then at the end of it, all I heard was boom! I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in, I'm thinking she blew up my microwave. Microwave's fine, I open the popcorn bag. Somehow she fused all the kernels together and made one giant ass popcorn. I'm like, how the fuck did we sit on the couch holding the popcorn between us? Eating it off the, that's not badass.
Badass.
Okay. When you're not on stage, be quiet. I used to work for Capital One. It was a cool place to work, but what used to trip me out is that it was like jail. Like when new hires would come in and they'd look at, hey, what you in for? Collections. What you got? 8 to 10. Like that was the shift. That's the end of that joke. Like, check this. All right, so put it like this. Let's do this. So I got a friend request on Facebook from Capital One. I'm thinking it's some kind of employee alumni page, so I accept it. And then they start sending me messages about an auto loan that I was late on. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm 1 month late. You don't find me on Facebook. They started posting videos of people's car getting repoed and tagging me in the video. I'm gonna leave on that note. Jaye, Toler, you guys enjoy.
Make some noise for Jaye, everybody. I met this girl the other day. I think she's the one. I must be with her. Or call the agents. Major chill. Coming to the stage, we have Maurice Gravely, everyone. Maurice. Maurice.
Next comedian.
So, what's the deal with airline food? Oh. So,